Hey guys, welcome back. I'll give you guys a quick overview of my retro carbine and some of the kind of neat things I've done with it. So first, this is meant to be like an XM-177 kind of clone gun. It is not a Brownells rifle. I actually bought this as a complete gun prior to the Brownells series, and it was on a Colt lower. So when the Brownells series came out, I bought a clone correct, if you will, lower, and then rebuilt the gun like this. So these are kind of cool. You'll see they're different than current rifles, right? Very thin handguards, a moderator, of course. So this is a little bit longer than a correct XM-177. That's just to get me to that full 16-inch pin and weld per ATF standards. So there's no big shell deflector on this gun, right? But this little nub does a pretty decent job. Teardrop forward assist, right? Not the round silver one that we see today. We'll also see the castle nut has these circular kind of holes in it for you to crank on, so an old school kind of thing. And then we of course have a aluminum buttstock, and these only had two positions, all the way out and all the way in. A1 grip, of course, and of course there's no little nub on the selector, so if you're on the right side of the shooter, you have no idea whether he's on safe or fire. Moving to the sighting system, we again have that classic A1 rear, which is only windage adjustable, right, left, and right, and you do all your elevation up front. A lot of people say this is a better sight for combat use than the A2. We'll note, right, the A2 is designed by the Marine Corps to really, profit at their KD Table 1 qual. Above that, I got the Brownells 4X scope. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna play with it and see kind of what it does. So what's interesting to me is that you will dial elevation with the base setting being 1 or 200. So I'm going to zero it at 2 and then see what it does at 3, 4, and 5 from there. So more to follow about this optic setup in particular. Got an old school magazine, of course, and I put the mag pull follower in, so that's actually functional. Back end, I added this stock pad, so you have a little more length of pull, and it does some nice no slip. But what I think is super neat that I built here was kind of a Mark I Motto VTac sling out of old parts. So look at your VTac sling. The slider right here is just an Alice pack strap. Right, that's what that buckle is. So I ordered a set of old straps. What I did was I attached it through the sling loop as so, right, with the slider pulling it up, and then through the old D-ring here I just attached a piece of 1-inch webbing with a tri-glide, right, taped it down. Then at the buttstock I just popped a different tri-glide through to act as a stopper. So this attaches very, very similar to the way the Vickers sling is meant to attach now, and it operates just like a VTac. I think the cost of building 2 of these, because you get 2 straps, was probably about $25. So think about that, next time you maybe look at buying the latest and greatest sling. I think this is a pretty cool setup. It's not modern by any means necessarily, but it can still do some decent work. If you have the expendable income, right, I definitely recommend picking up something like this, maybe the Brownells M16A1, just to see what it was like having a 7-pound or lighter gun before you start bolting free flow handguards and all other kinds of stuff on it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I look forward to your comments. Thanks.